it's your girl AkiyaTiffany. As usual, before I start this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For all you guys that have done so already, I greatly appreciate it. So this video is going to be about Virgil Abloh, not about him per se. No, there's not no video about like, oh, I'm his biggest fan and oh, he meant so much to me. No, it's just a Virgil Abloh appreciation post or video or whatever you want to call it. Basically, when the news announced the death of Virgil Abloh, I was really shocked. I was really sad and caught off guard. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, Virgil Abloh died. I was at work and everybody's like, who? And I'm like, the off-white guy. And they're like, oh, okay, damn, that's crazy. Like, you know, and basically I just want to talk about why he was so important to Black culture, fashion culture, street fashion culture, and just, yeah, why he mattered, like why someone like Virgil Abloh is very important in the fashion world, and you know why he's important for Black people. I don't mean to bring race into it, but that's just what it is. Like, this man literally broke barriers and really showed people of his kind that the sky is the limit, like, you know, and really show people you could go after whatever you want, and really showed me like, hey, just like, I don't know for the rest of you guys, like when you were little, at least for me, I know when I was little in elementary school, oh my gosh, every year for the first day of school, at least for me, just being honest, like in elementary school growing up in Maryland, like it was very common. Every year my teachers will have, like, they'll go around student to student. Oh, introduce yourself. Say what you want to be when you grow up. That was a very common thing to do. At least for me, I'm a 90s baby. So yeah, and I remember like one of the most common things that would be done every year, a little boy would raise his hand out in elementary school. And in Maryland, I grew up in Prince George's County, which is predominantly Black. So majority of the schools were Black and Hispanic. But yeah, and every time, like, you know, a little Black boy would raise his hand to participate, he'll say, oh, my name is Greg and I want to be the first Black president. And then everybody would laugh. And like, even when Greg was telling that joke, he wasn't being serious. He was legit joking. Like, when I was a little girl, like, it really felt impossible to see a Black president. You know, and then when Obama did it, it was like, damn, he really showed us. Like, now we know it's possible. That's the same thing when I look at Virgil Abloh. I mean, I don't know, maybe some people might say I'm reaching with that comparison, but legit, that's how I look at it. Like, when I've always been into fashion, like I would say since like middle school, that's when I really started like getting into it. And I literally never imagined somebody like Virgil Abloh, you know, being a huge fashion house and accomplishing what he did. Like, you know, I never imagined a luxury Black brand literally being equal to Louis Vuitton or, you know, anything, Fendi, Christian Dior. Like, I never thought about seeing his name next to those like iconic fashion houses and brands, like never. So when he actually brought that manifestation into reality, I thought that was dope. And that's why I became such a big fan. Like, not only is your stuff really fire, but you really did it. Like, you really pushed the envelope and like showed like, yo, the sky's the limit for us. Like, we really can do what we want to do. You know, don't get me wrong, Dapper Dan to me is the first to actually do it, but I feel like after Dapper Dan, you know, there were brands that tried to come out, you know, Fubu, I don't know, Rocawear, you know, a lot of rappers had brands, Apple Bottoms, and then you had the brands that were more respectable with just solely fashion. It wasn't from an artist like Carl Kanai. I don't think he was an artist or anything affiliated, but yeah, you get my drift. But nothing really took off like Off-White until Off-White did what he did. So like, I honestly feel like Dapper Dan set that platform, but I feel like Virgil opened doors. I feel like Don't get me wrong, these other great Black brands, they very well could have been what they are now, but I just personally feel like Virgil helped them to get there. I feel like, you know, Telfar, you know, even Brandon Blackwood, we see it, you know, Carlton Yaito, however you pronounce his last name, I'm a fan, but yeah, you see it, like Heron, Preston, all these luxury Black brands we see now, I don't feel like they would be as big as they are if it wasn't for Virgil and Off-White. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. I feel like he really set the bar and set the tone. And I really feel like he entered into the fashion world, like, put some respect on our name. Like, y'all go respect our shit. Like, we have a place here too. Shit, let's keep it real. A lot of the fashion, you know, trends, they get it from us anyways, you know. And no, I'm not trying to make this a racial war. Everybody's dope and all that crap, but I'm just saying it is what it is. Like, when it comes to pop culture, like, I do feel like it's heavily influenced by Black people. And when I say pop culture, I just mean popular. And pop culture's in everything, you know, including fashion. But yeah, and that's why he was just so important. And that's why he matters to me. Like, that's why I was so affected when I found out that he passed. Like, I legit was sad, y'all. Like, no, like I said, I'm not his biggest fan. I do not have everything Off-White. I'm not saying nothing like that. But as a true lover of fashion, I was a fan. Even like what he did for Louis Vuitton, I was very proud of him. Like, it felt so good to see a Black man in that position, because it's never been done before, you know. And it just makes me feel like, yo, as a lover of fashion, it makes me feel like, okay, we have a voice too in that world. And I feel like if it wasn't for Virgil, our voices will probably still be screaming. I feel like we don't have to scream anymore. Yeah, we still got to fight harder. Unfortunately, that's just the life that's given to us as minorities and Black people especially. But we could talk a little lower now. We don't have to scream as loud. And I feel like that's all thanks to Virgil and the other designers that have come after him, like Heron Preston, you know, like Brandon Blackwood, like Telfar Clemens, like, you know, Carlton Yaito. A lot of people, they might be wondering who he is. And like I said, when people ask me who's Virgil Abloh, I just say the Off-White guy. But, you know, he is an American artist. He is a fashion designer. He is a graphic designer. He is a director. He's an innovator, an architect, creative, amongst many other things. You know, to me, Virgil is the GOAT. I have multiple GOATs on my list, but he is definitely one of them. He's definitely the GOAT for me in fashion because of the barriers that he's just like broken in place for us. I think he's done so much. I know there was a lot of controversy behind his name with certain things, but this ain't the video for that. I'm not here to bash him. I'm here to give him his flowers, which I've always done even before he passed, but I'm here to give him his flowers and celebrate him and just share that I'm so grateful for him and, like, you know, and what he's done for the fashion world. And I honestly feel like Heron Preston is next. I feel like he's gonna take the torch and run with it. And then, you know, those few names that I did name, as you guys could see them in the back right here, I feel like they're next in line as well. But I feel like Heron Preston is definitely next, and then the rest of them will follow. And you would have sworn I knew the guy, because I'm so proud of Virgil and what he accomplished and what he's done for Black people and the doors that he's opened. And his pieces was just so amazing. Like, it wasn't just a bag or just a shirt. Like, everything was legit, like, thoroughly thought of and creative. Like, my sister, she's the real artist. Like, my sister's an artist, photographer. She draws, she sketches, she paints. Like, she does it all. She writes. And my sister, like, she doesn't really care for luxury things, you know? She's one of those types. And one brand she did like is Off-White. No gas. Like, she loves Off-White. Like, the reason she would never pay for it, she'll always say that, girl, I ain't paying for that, but she loved it. And the reason why she loved it so much, because it was so different. It wasn't just a handbag. The handbag was well thought of. She could see the idea behind it. Like, you know, that shoe wasn't just a shoe. It was well thought of, and she could see the idea. Like, she actually saw the purpose and idea behind his art. Like, she got the message. Anytime she seen anything from Off-White, it was as if it was one of our trips to the museum where we're looking at a picture or painting and we're trying to like dissect, like, but this is how I feel about it. That's how my sister was when she would see a Off-White piece. Even low-key, that's how I am when I see an Off-White piece. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, y'all. I just really briefly wanted to come on here and show my respect and give my flowers, because I really am a fan. I am a lover of Black excellence and Black greatness and fashion, and I just loved what he has done for Black people in the fashion world. Rest in peace, Virgil Abloh. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's free, it doesn't hurt. And also, just look out for my next video. I'll definitely try to drop it sooner. I always say that, but I really will keep trying. And yeah, guys, my next video will probably be, I don't know, I've had a few requests for bag hauls on my Instagram and my DMs, so it might be a bag haul finally. I don't know, a little whatever thing. Maybe, I think I would start out with my Black owned luxury bags first. I feel like it's only right. And yeah, don't forget to always choose your peace over your desires. Stay blessed.
That's what that moment of my show was so emotional. I did not ever think that I could be a designer with a capital D, because no one looked like me. Just plain and simple. I couldn't see. I was like, I'll never get the capitalization. I might just be a designer, but I might do it and do another career, because I was like, I don't see people that look like me. I have to get struck by a certain type of lightning to get that sort of epiphany, to be someone to tap me with a wand and say, you're a designer, let alone, like, you know.
Head of the house.
That, yeah, all those things. You know, I have a whole list of things. That's why I love culture, and I love yet to see what's the future, what's fashion look like past, you know, Yves Saint Laurent's idea of ready to wear. I think that now we are in a generation where us as sort of participants in this sort of streetwear culture can sort of dictate and build. More than anything, I feel like I'm a descendant of, you know, everyone from Kanye West, Pharrell Williams, to Basquiat or Warhol. You know, I'm no one, sort of, as the first statement. Second statement is, we're a part of a generation, you know, an art history, a movement that goes